Check out FlipsideGaming.com for all your gaming needs. Use the promo code HEROES to save 10% on all orders over $10. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to the special Picks of the Month edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. This is our Picks of the Month video for May 2022, and just a quick note about this series. Obviously, it comes out once a month, but it does go out to the gold patrons from Patreon first, so by the time you see this on YouTube, it could be about 24 or 48 hours later, and of course some prices could have shifted a little bit, although I'm not expecting big changes for the cards we're talking about today. So what is our topic this month? Well, it's 20 cards that might be reprinted in Double Masters 2022. Typically in these videos, I suggest cards that you might want to pick up. Today, though, we're talking about cards that you might want to be cautious about because they could show up in this upcoming set. All the cards I chose today are worth more than $10 and have not been printed or reprinted since 2019. Now, that does not mean that cards reprinted in 2020 or 2021 will not make this set, especially if they were reprinted as part of the list, for example, since we already know some of the list cards will be there. But I wanted to pick cards that have the best chance of seeing a reprint. There are some cards we already know that are going to be in the set and some that have been heavily speculated on for good reason. We're going to talk about those cards in just a second, but I did not choose any of those as my 20. I felt like that would be cheating. When it does come to the cards I chose, I'm not talking about any premium copies, just copies that came from very widespread releases. So no from the Vault Variations or Secret Layer copies today. We're just going to focus on the regular copies of the cards. Quickly before we get into the list though, just a fast reminder, if you go to FlipsideGaming.com, you can use the Heroes promo code to save 10% on orders over $10. Currently, you can pre-order Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate products there. They have everything you see on the screen, and they have a whole lot of other things on their website too. Remember, if your order's over $100 or it consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the United States. Also, whenever you use the Heroes promo code, it does support the channel, which is always appreciated, so thank you. And without any further ado, let's get into it. Okay, these 5 cards that you see on the screen, we know for a fact are going to be in Double Masters 2022. Wizards already told us this. They showed us those pictures you see there. Now, there's a few other cards that have a really, really good chance of being there. And it's these 4 here. Because we saw Kozilek the Great Distortion, there's a good chance, not 100%, but a good chance that the other 2 Eldrazi Titans from Rise of the Eldrazi could be there. Aminatou is on the packaging, and they did show the original art for this card when they initially announced the set. Pretty safe bet that's there. And Mana Vault also seems to appear on the packaging as well. Additionally, you do see the Chain Veil. However, it looks like it's more part of the illustration of Liliana as opposed to being by itself. So, I don't know, maybe it shows up in the set, but I'm not taking that as a true cue that it's going to be there. Alright, let's dig into the cards that I think could show up. Again, these are just my guesses, but they're cards that I feel like are pretty strongly due for a reprint. We'll go through in color pie order. The first one is Auriok Champion. You have that original one from 5th Dawn at $21.87, and the Iconic Masters copy is cheaper at $15.50. Now, this is currently in Modern Selesnya Lifegain, but it was a more popular Modern card not too long ago. And remember, when they plan these sets, they do it well in advance. This also does see some Commander play, and it's even in some new builds. At times, you'll see this in Best Soul Nourisher. Also, there's an Orzhov deck coming out with Commander Legends called Party Time. Since Auriok Champion is a cleric, it could be a good upgrade there. And that would make it a timely reprint. Next is Divine Visitation at $12.53. Token creation has been a focus recently, so I could see them working this in. It is a popular Commander card, and it is getting more play now in some new builds thanks to Streets of New Capenna. Things like Jetmir Nexus of Revels, Benny Brack Zoologist, Giada Font of Hope, and Ginny Fey Jetmir II. You know I had to do it. Smothering Tithe. Is this it? Is this the set that finally gives us the reprint? Right now, this is at $45. It is a huge Commander card used in many builds, hence the price. It's in new builds too, like Giada, Ginny Fey, Quiza Augur of Agonies, Rafine Scheming Seer. It is also a good upgrade to the Obscura Operation Commander deck, plus it's in new builds around a popular Commander from there, Tivit Seller of Secrets. Let's move on to blue with Flusterstorm, the Commander copy at $26.04 currently. The one from Iconic Masters is at $20. Okay, so this was the Buy a Box promo for Modern Horizons, which did make it Modern legal at that time. It is a popular sideboard card in Modern and Legacy. In Vintage, you see this in sideboards as well as main decks. In Modern, it's in Murktide Regent, it's in Control and more. Legacy, it's in Jeskai Control, 8-cast and more there. Vintage 4-color Tinker is at Tempo and more in that format too. And it gets some Commander play in a variety of different builds. Look at that, already on black with Surgical Extraction, 1862 for the original copy from New Phyrexia. The one from Modern Masters 2015 is at 1926 currently. Now this is found in some main decks and a number of sideboards in a number of different formats. Phyrexian mana and the casting cost means that it can fit into any deck in Modern, Legacy, or Vintage regardless of color. In Modern, this is in Mill. Legacy, it's in Izzet Delver, Jeskai Control, and more. Vintage, you'll see this in Hogak and Squee Hollowvine. Also gets a small amount of commander play too. Torment of Hailfire, the Hour of Devastation copies at 1761. That Mystery Booster copies at 1867 currently. This is a big commander card found in a lot of builds, including Korvold Faker's King. Those decks are seeing more play now in the format due to all the support that came from New Capenna for that strategy. Plus, you'll find this in builds around new cards like Agnes the Dragon's Lash, or in Hello the Painter. And it is a good upgrade to the deck that in Hello comes from, Maestro's Massacre. Oh boy, here we go. Is it going to be there? Dockside Extortionist, $74.93. Wow, okay. So this still does not have a reprint or a foil copy. Now, Gavin Verhey from Wizards did say recently that he was trying to find a place to reprint this card. However, at the time he made the comment, this set would have most likely already been put together. So he could have been trying to throw people off a little bit, perhaps. But at the same time, it did sound pretty sincere, so maybe he is truly still trying to find a place to put this card. I'm leaning towards there's a chance it is in Double Masters 2022, but if I had to bet, I would probably bet against it, honestly. Although I do think it will get a reprint sometime in the coming year or two, no doubt. The question is where and when. When it comes to gameplay, you already know this is a huge commander card and combo enabler in the format. It's in many builds, including Korvold, and it has been in some new decks too. Jinnie Fay, Ziatora, Jolene the Plunder Queen from Riveteer's Rampage, Lord Xander the Collector, Rocco Cabaretti Cater, Agnes, Jetmir. Basically, if you haven't guessed yet, this thing shows up all the time. Another note too, not only has Streets of New Capenna ramped up treasure support, but also we have seen a lot of support for that mechanic in the Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate previews too. Seasoned Pyromancer, $48.98, pretty expensive card. This was one of the Modern Horizons cards that did not get a retro reprint in Modern Horizons 2. I wonder why that is. Perhaps it was being saved for this set, time will tell. It is a big Modern card again now that Lurrus of the Dream Den has been banned there. You'll see this in Rakdos Midrange, Jund, and more. It's also getting a little more commander play now in some Jetmir as well as Jinnie Fay builds. Not as expensive as the last card, but still expensive, Arachnogenesis at $32.10. Another popular commander card that's yet to be reprinted, so there is no foil of this yet either. It is in some new builds like Jetmir and Jinnie Fay too. Here's another big card, Finale of Devastation, $42.38. In Modern, this is in 4-color Tamishi combo and Devoted combo. This is also a pretty popular commander card found in a number of builds, including Korvold, and it's in new decks too, like Rocco, Agnes, and Jetmir. Drogskull Reaver as we move into multicolor cards, $16.15, so a little cheaper than those last few cards. Now, this would be a timely reprint since it is seeing more commander play now in Quiza builds. It also does have Double Strike, and Wizards sometimes likes to tie some memes in with Double Masters. Miri Weatherlight Duelist. This is at $23.92, and we're looking at the Commander 2017 copy here. It's only found in foil. Even the Secret Lair copy is only in foil, so it would be nice to have a non-foil option for the card. This is in some commander builds like Ren and Ciri Inseparable. Those decks are getting more play now due to the cat and dog support that came in New Capenna. This would be a very timely reprint if it shows up there. It's also in new commander builds like Jetmir and Jinnie Fay. Here's a card that has a few printings, and that has kept the price down a little bit, but still over $10. Supreme Verdict, the one from Return to Ravnica's at $10.55, the Iconic Masters copy $11.21, and the Mystery Booster copies at $10.84. This gets a lot of modern play. It's in Azorius Control, Jeskai Control, and more. Legacy, you'll see this in Jeskai Control, 4-color Control as well. Plus, it is a very popular commander card in a lot of builds. It's a good upgrade to Obscura Operation, and good and fresh builds around Tivit. Plus, I've seen this in a lot of Quiza decks too recently. The Ur-Dragon from Commander 2017, $52.99, only found in foil, and again, the Secret Lair copy is only in foil as well. With all the dragon support that appears to be coming in Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate, it would be nice to see this get a reprint. It is a very popular commander, and it's in the 99 of some builds too. Yurok the Desecrated, $11.98, not as expensive as some cards we've been talking about today, but still over $10. In Pioneer, you do see this in 5 Color Fires of Invention, but it is a wildly popular commander, and it's in the 99 of a few builds there too. It does have the Horror creature type, and it does appear there's some additional support for that creature type coming. Here's what I'm talking about. Check this out. Mind Flayers. So this is one of the Commander Legends commander decks. Now, obviously, because of color identity, Yorick can't be an upgrade here. But who knows? Maybe there's some tools in this deck that might encourage players to use Yorick even more in Commander. On to the artifacts with Bloodforged Battle Axe in 1999. There's no foil copy of this. It's yet to be reprinted. The effect on the card does tie into the name Double Masters, since it does make a double of itself. Again, you know, Wizards likes that kind of thing. It is a good commander card too in a number of builds, and I have seen this in an early deck list around a new commander alongside a background from Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate. The cards I'm talking about are on the screen now. Wilson Refined Grizzly and Flaming Fist. Helm of the Host at $19. This makes a double of whatever it is equipped to. It is a good commander card in lots of builds. Plus, it is seeing more play now with the token support that came from New Capenna. Also, if you've been paying attention to Commander Legends previews, it looks like there's a good amount of support for tokens there too. It is another card that's in builds around new commanders like Lord Xander, Jetmir, and Rocco. Next we have Lotus Petal. The one from Tempest is at $20.18. The one from Mystery Boosters at $20.98. This does get a lot of legacy play. It's an 8-cast, an Ad Nauseam, and much more there. In Vintage, you'll see this in Grixis Underworld Breach, sometimes 4-color Tinker, and it gets a good amount of commander play too. It's in Korvold and many other builds there. Mox Amber, maybe we see this reprinted. Right now it's at $49.99. In Modern, you'll see this in Grinding Station and Neobrand. This also gets some commander play too in a variety of decks. And our last card today is Retrofitter Foundry, $29.73, yet to be reprinted. There's no foil of this one. In Legacy, it's an 8-cast, ninjas, and it does get some commander play too in different builds. And that does it for 20 cards that, I don't know, might be in Double Masters 2022. Again, these are just my guesses. We'll have to kind of see how right or wrong I am once we do get the set revealed. But anyway, if you're still here at the end, thanks for sticking around. Until next time, hey, stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page, as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.